Welcome back to the D4 channel. Today we'll be doing a spoiler review on Season 2, Episode 3 of The Bad Batch. So if you haven't seen Episode 3 of Season 2 of The Bad Batch, leave now because this will be a spoiler review.
You know what makes us different from battle droids? We make our own decisions, our own choices.
Now, Episode 3 is called Solitary Clone, and as the title suggests, we focus on our brother Crosshair, CT-9904, formerly of the Bad Batch. We do not see the Bad Batch at all in this entire episode, but we do focus on Crosshair and basically what he has to deal with after the events of the season 1 finale. We see him struggling to sleep. He goes to a mess hall with a bunch of other clones. As we hear the clones, they're talking about this bill to pass, conscripted soldiers to replace the clone troopers, which they're hoping it doesn't go through so they can still be of service to the newly formed empire. And Crosshair is called into basically the principal's office to tell him that he's been cleared for missions because now he has a clean bill of health. And we also learned that the Empire left him on Kamino for an entire month. They didn't even check to see if he was still alive or even there for an entire month. And I'm assuming that was without any rations, without any provisions, anything like that. And he still came back to the Empire because he, in his mind, is a good soldier, which I'm very much hoping that Crosshair finds his redemption. I think he may find his redemption as we learn from another clone trooper we see later on in the episode, but I think he's going to have to pay for it for his life. But we see that he's given a new mission, and he's not ready to lead this mission, but he is with Clone Commander Cody. Now, if you watch episode 3, you've seen him execute Order 66 on Obi-Wan Kenobi. And instead of his standard 212, orangey yellow design on his armor, he has the same design of the armor, but instead it's gray, basically saying that his personality kind of got wiped out by the inhibitor chip, but he still kind of keeps the essence of what he is. He is Commander Cody. And to see the dynamic between Commander Cody and Crosshair and them talking about how the clones are basically questioning what they did in Order 66 and if it was right or wrong. Now, we've seen this through comic books, through some of the media of Star Wars in general. Some clones are basically overriding their inhibitor chip and realizing what they did was wrong. And when Crosshair mentioned that the Jedi are traitors just like all the clones questioning the order, I love that look on Commander Cody's face. And I'm probably reading too much into it, but I'm assuming he's thinking about what he did to Obi-Wan, his general and his friend, which again, I love this show for basically expanding and delving deep into the mindset of each individual clone. Some clones are just completely, their individuality is completely wiped out, and some still keep the individuality that the Jedi had branded upon them. So that's cool to see. We go to this former separatist world called Desix, where basically the Empire is taking over, but the minister there says, no, we're an independent state. We do not have anything to do with the Empire. You leave us alone. We will leave you alone. Of course, the Empire says no to that. And so they take the Imperial governor hostage. And we get to see our good old boys, the B-1 battle droids, back in action again. It seems like not all of them were shut down as we learned in Rebels. Some holdouts of battle droids were still kept running, and this is one of them. So the Bad Batch is basically going to come in there, take out the governor, and replace her with the new Imperial governor. And the whole action scene is awesome. To see the elite clone troopers in action yet again, but for the wrong side, was very amazing to see. Like, me and my partner Daniel Edward always say, why did the Empire replace the clones with these bumbling idiots of the Empire that we learned to be as stormtroopers? I mean, there's a good reason for that. One, the clones, again, if all of them or if most of them, get out of their trance that the inhibitor chip, gave them, they could be a very dangerous threat to Darth Sidious and his empire, which is a good reason for why you would get rid of them. But also probably it's a lot cheaper to pay the stormtroopers instead of making more clones over and over and over again. And as we see later on the episodes, conscripted soldiers will follow orders without delay because they signed up for this. Whereas someone like Commander Cody is questioning everything he has done up until Order 66. So to see him and Crosshair work together again like they did in season 7 of the Clone Wars was awesome. Crosshair is still laser focused on being a good soldier, but that whole discussion Commander Cody had with the former governor of Desix about how their whole actions are unjust and how peace is basically a lie, and you could see the clock turning in Commander Cody's head. Is like, everything I'm doing is wrong. He does not execute the governor, but Crosshair does. He follows his orders, and at the end of the episode, Commander Cody tells Crosshair the difference between us and droids is we get to make our own decisions, but we also have to live with them too, which is amazing to see. And at the end, we learn that Commander Cody has gone AWOL. Now that is amazing to hear. Like, Commander Cody is one of my favorite clone troopers, just based on everything I know from the Clone Wars and other material. And learning that Captain Rex also went AWOL, I'm really hoping that Commander Cody finds Captain Rex, or Captain Rex finds Commander Cody. That would be amazing. There were rumors that in the Obi-Wan show, Commander Cody knew where Obi-Wan was and was helping him out as well. Obviously, they didn't make it into the final cut, but I would love to see Commander Cody on the right side of the Galactic Civil War. So that's awesome to see. But again, Crosshair is still kind of working through his head about what he's doing, whether it's right or wrong, and hopefully our brother Crosshair, CT9904, comes out of it on the better side and joins his brothers again as the Bad Batch. But that is it for episode 3. You let me know how you thought about episode 3 of the Bad Batch season 2. Did you like this episode? Did you not like it? Do you like the focus on the clone troopers mindset? Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. And again, try to keep it civil. If you don't like anything I said here today, then you don't have to leave a comment. You can go elsewhere for your Star Wars news, because we're about positivity here, but we will respond to the negativity as well. We're about balance, and we will focus on both sides. But as always, from me, Hamid Mark, and my counterpart, Daniel Edward, may the Force be with you.